Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Don Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. It's been a while since I have done some readings. As many of you know, I have gotten a puppy. Her name is Luna. She's 12 weeks old today. I'm recording this on November the 23rd, which is a Saturday. This reading is for sun, moon, and rising placements in the sign of Gemini. So if you have those placements, this reading may be for you. Keep in mind, it is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. Therefore, not all messages may resonate. So take what does and leave what doesn't. So what I am finding with these readings is that there's a lot of changes coming in for many of us. And that has to do with kind of endings happening in December to prepare for 2025. So I am going to do a Kachina knife for you. I will do that portion of your reading. And as I do that portion, I'm going to take myself off camera so we can just focus on your cards. And part of the reason is because when spirit talks to me or my higher self gives me information, a lot of times it's pictures. So even though I know what the cards are, a lot of times I do have my eyes closed so that I can get messages directly from my higher self. And after I finish this portion of your reading, I will bring myself back on camera. I plan to pull five final cards out of the tea leaf oracle deck here for you to conclude your reading. And let's see if there's anything else I need to let you know. So yeah, I am still planning to do live readings. However, I am still working through figuring out timings for things because of this puppy. She really does require a lot of attention. She's into everything, and everything goes in her mouth. So she's like having a baby. And since I am alone, she is my sole focus. So I'm very happy that many of you are still viewing and watching, and I hope that you'll just be patient because, I really feel as though as time goes on, this will become much more regular like it was previously. Okay, so very good. So, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know for the month of December 2024 that is going to bring them insights and clarity, as well as any spiritual messages that you would like to share with them as to how to prepare for the month, as well as navigate the challenges coming towards them and what may be coming in the new year. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and split the deck. And I'm going to take myself off screen while we pull your cards. Perfect. So we start off with the Chariot. So that's some fast moving energy there. Nine of Cups, beautiful cards. So far, Eight of Swords. Oh, and the Empress. Look at those beautiful golden cards right in the very center. Beautiful cards. Eight of Pentacles and the Justice card and the Five of Pentacles. So air sign. Air sign is all about the swords. And we do have that eight. So that does represent Gemini information for you. So we start off with you being in this chariot position. Now, looking at your cards, you have got three major arcanas here and two right in the very center of your reading. So the chariot card for me is that card of advancement and progression. Now, the story about the charioteer here is that he is leaving behind everything he knows and he's going out to do his venturing for the king. And as he leaves everything behind, he's just trusting that where he needs to go and what he needs to find he's just trusting, right? Trusting his process. Now, the thing about the chariot is it is talking about you making headway. It also is talking about energy of victory, following your path, right? Your own path. And it's also talking about putting on a very brave front. Because if you look at the guy, he's all armored up, right? Now, a lot of us may be having extra armor on at this time because things are so tumultuous on the planet. But at the same time, what that does is it kind of builds that wall around you. So just be mindful that that energy is there of that armor. Now, if you are putting on the armor of God, that would be spiritual protection for you. But if you're just putting on your armor, armoring up because you are defending yourself against the world, I just would be mindful that that armor can also prevent love from coming in. At the same time, this chariot is really accenting you making great headway. There's also a potential for move or travel with this card in the month of December. That would make sense if you're going to go visit family or if you are going to go anywhere for the holidays. And it just says that you're going to be well prepared, but it's going to be kind of like this fast moving energy for you. The actual current outcome for your December is one of happiness and joy. This is my wish fulfillment card. The Nine of Cups is my card of attainment, or it is progression and advancement. And at the same time, the cups have to do with your emotions and your feelings, and it also has to do with your relationships with others. So it looks as though many of you are going to have a really beautiful month. You are going to be working through some emotions. You're going to have some wish fulfillment. So some things that you have been wanting to experience. I feel as though Spirit is bringing all of that energy in for you. In your past, it looks like many of you had been um, having anxiety of some kind. The Eight of Swords for me is anxiety. This is kind of like being wrapped up in your own mind, wrapped up in your own dialogue, because the swords definitely have to do with the way that you express with your mind, how you think. And it's also about how you communicate. So if you look at the woman, she's bound up and she has the blindfold over her eyes. And in reality, she is not really all that bound up. This is just kind of symbolic of the idea of overactive mind, overactive imagination, overthinking things, overanalyzing, right? So some of you may be overanalyzing your path forward. What do you plan to do in 2025? How do you want to tackle some of the goals that you want to achieve in that year? Where are we going as a society? Where are we going as a global planet? All of those types of energies are wrapped up in this overthinking. So, for many of you who might have gone down quite a few of the rabbit holes in terms of, the information that has been released, bringing more and more things into light in terms of, especially here in the US with the election process. Many people are kind of either in one camp or the other. And in all actuality, Spirit keeps telling me to try to stay as neutral as possible, but keep doing your work, right? So this past position looks as though you are moving out of that monkey brain. So maybe you have come up with some solutions, or maybe you have come up with some ideas that have released you from that position. Now, what is gapping between your moving forward and your wish fulfillment is the divine empress here. Now, the empress is my divine feminine energy. She is my energy of all the four queens combined. Of course, the queens have to do with patience and understanding, each and every one. And my Empress is definitely the one of unconditional love. She is about nurturing and she is about growth, creativity, taking care of yourself. She has the gift of creating abundance and wealth. She does have water flowing here behind her on the side that is really about connected to her emotions. She is emotionally stable. She brings everything to her as she sits on her throne, and embraces the energy of Venus, which is that planet of love. So everything around her is surrounding her with opulence and surrounding her with success and abundance and wealth and all of those positive energies of the divine feminine. The other thing that she is about is that she's very fertile. So many of you might have fertile ideas, meaning that you're really looking at some things that you'd like to change for 2025. Now, one of the things I do want to share in the month of December is that we have the new moon, which is typically when you set your intentions for the month. However, that new moon is going to be badly aspected, as well as our full moon in December is going to be badly aspected. So, what Spirit is sharing is that even though those are normally the times that we would really do a lot of that manifestation, what Spirit really wants you to do is really think about it, contemplate it. Don't put your energy out there in terms of as I definitely want this to happen, but at the same time, recognize that some of those things may be changing as we move forward into 2025. So now would be a good time to put your thoughts and ideas on paper, allow yourself flexibility, and don't be so stringent in thinking, oh, it has to be a specific way. Okay? Now, as we are progressing through your month, your future situation, as many of you will be really looking at your career space or the thing that you do that brings in your financial security. The eight is about obstacles in your way, overcoming those obstacles, looking at things outside the box, but it's also about putting your nose to the grindstone and doing the day to day like you typically do. This is about your skill set. It is about how you work through problems and how you work through challenges, but it's also associated with that career space. So it really feels as though many of you are going to be putting in the hours. And what is also coming in is the Justice card, which is another major arcana that is my clarifier for this eight. So the Justice card is the card of ensuring, right? Ensuring that you are on the right path. This is about karmic justice. This is my card of truth and integrity. Now, he does have the scales here because it does represent justice, right? It's another gold card, if you notice. And typically, there is a heart in one side of the scale and a feather on the other side of the scale. And it's really meant to weigh the love that you embrace and that you embody and that you exude out into the world. So it's really about that balance between truth and integrity and your love and your emoting that love to humanity at this time. And then the other part of that is, does that justice card allow you to really just, um, you know, come from that place of being fair in all of your connections and relations with other people, and especially in your job space, right? I feel as though truth and integrity is going to be a big thing for you this month, coming from that place, recognizing it, being able to really see when people are trying to pull the wool over your eyes, because it does look as though some people are going to be feeling as though they are left out in the cold. And this card is typically my card of really focusing on your strengths, not focusing on the things that you can't do or the things that you don't have. This is really coming from a place of generosity, a place of love, a place of gratitude. And that's kind of your biggest message here. It really feels as though some big things are going to be coming your way. You're going to be moving through a lot of really fast moving energy this month that's going to carry you to the end of 2024. But the most beautiful thing that I see here is that wishes are going to be fulfilled. And with that Empress energy, I also want to state that if you're a male watching this video, that we all have masculine and feminine energy within our system. And really, what is happening now as we're progressing into 2025, as Pluto has now just moved into the sign of Aquarius, and as we move into this Aquarian age, a lot more of that divine feminine energy is going to be surfacing and balancing out the feminine aspect on the planet. So embrace that energy within yourself. Okay, overall, it looks really, really good. Now I'm going to bring myself back on camera. And I'm going to pull your 5 main themes. At this time, if you have not already done so, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. And as I mentioned, I will be starting to do lives again once I get a schedule put together with my puppy. Okay. So final cards. Let me get my glasses so I can read. Coins. Money will be coming to you, Gemini. I love it. A bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Now, it's funny that that is there because the first thing that I thought of was when I was talking about the chariot, and I was talking about how some of you may be armored up. You're going to have that wall, that exterior kind of unapproachable kind of an energy coming towards you because it feels like you have a goal or you have a direction that you want to go. But at the same time, if it's because that you're recognizing, you're picking up that someone around you is working against you, that is your indicator to believe in your intuition and to recognize that not everyone always has your best interest at heart. And it's okay to defend yourself and it's okay to pull back from that type of energy and walk away from it. Last, we have a broom, which is talking about a new home and a new attitude. Now, I did say there is a potential of a move. Now, it can be a career move, it can be a home move, but it does feel as though new energy is coming in and you're sweeping away the old. Now, the last thing that Spirit is dropping into my mind at this time is you might want to consider going through your closets, going through your garage, doing some cleaning, right? Now, typically we do these things in the spring, but it feels as though maybe if you were to donate some of your things to a shelter or to people that are less fortunate, you might be able to repurpose some of the things that you're no longer using. We have a fan. So romance, celebration, and party, which is awesome. Christmas is coming. The holidays are here. So I hope you are able to enjoy that. And then you have a cat, which is talking about a two-faced friend. Now, that could also be representative of that bat there. So just be mindful. I feel as though because that message has come in, it may be a situation where you might not have recognized previously that that person is a two-faced individual, and it's going to come to light this month. So keep that in the back of your mind. If you find somebody that is talking badly about you, bringing you down, doing anything that is detrimental to you or to the nature of you, I would just keep that in mind and then decide how you want to deal with that individual. I look at two-faced friends as not friends, just me personally. Anyway, this looks really good, Gemini. I hope you found some nuggets here that have helped you. And I hope you have an amazing December. Until next time, cheers.